This looks to be a very simple one, but it took on a life of its own, and I love that. The more digging, the more ridiculous it becomes. On the moon for this one, our closest celestial neighbour. I know, the moon's got enough anomalies, doesn't need another one, but there's always room for one more. What we have here, boulders rolling down the sides of a crater or a hill, mountain, whatever. A boulder rolling down a slope. Nothing weird about that. There's the trail it left on its way down. There's the boulder at the bottom. Nothing weird about it. Also, you'd think. The ridiculousness is what made that rock move. It seems like an innocent question and a simple answer. Nope. It is a horrible question, and the most likely answer is a life form was up there and dislodged it. Yep, ridiculous, I know. Allow me to explain the circumstances of this most preposterous conclusion. So what's not in dispute is initially a boulder, large, small, rock, whatever. We're just going to call it a boulder. It was very precariously perched on the edge of a rim. There's no doubt about it. It was there and ready to roll. The big question is what set it in motion? Wind? There's no wind. Rain? There's no rain. The moon is nothing like on Earth. Nothing changes or nothing changes in the way it changes on Earth. Moonquakes. A seemingly solid theory. I'll try and do it justice. Firstly, there is no tectonic activity on the moon. No plates floating around on a lava ocean. No ground uplift. No subsidence from water or any other liquid like matter. What happens is a large asteroid hits the moon, causing a lunar-wide vibration. The moon rings like a bell. That's a moonquake. The bigger the asteroid, the bigger the hit, the bigger the vibration. It's totally understandable. Happens all the time, I think, or at least seems to happen a lot. With this happening, the vibration or moonquake shook the moon just enough to get the boulder moving. Not all, just one. Not strong enough to cause a landslip, no avalanche, no massive cascade, just one boulder of a pushable size. Fair enough. Makes total sense. But why didn't the shaking remove the trail it left there or the other trails? Soft dust. Easy to vibrate into a smooth surface, and again, all the boulders would have moved. The crater rim would have collapsed. Maybe. It's disturbing that a lunar-wide vibration dislodges one boulder, but never shakes any of the trails back to a smooth surface. Maybe it was the tidal surge of Earth and the Sun having a gravitational effect that got the boulder moving. This constant action set it over the edge, but you can still see the trail. Well, how long would this trail have been in existence? 100 years, 1,000 years, 10,000 years? The Apollo missions were 50 years ago and their footprints are clearly visible, meaning there's little change on the moon. The boulder got onto the edge of the rim by, a crater explosion, asteroid hit the surface, ejector went up and landed precariously on the rim, or it was part of the rim that never got flung up there. It was very craggy, whatever. However it got up there, it was there. There's still vast numbers of huge boulders up there ready to get going. This is something to keep in mind. The slope is soft enough to leave a clear indentation. It's a soft layer of dust, maybe 10,000 years of dust on the slope, a lack of moisture, surface prone to be dusty. Obviously, the trail will be in existence until something covers it up. More dust, more rocks equals no more trail. You'd also think that it would be, vibrated smooth. Anyway, so it was the dust from the other craters and the ejector that settled on the boulder and just tipped the scales ever so little, but enough to get that boulder moving. But wouldn't the ejector rest on the boulder evenly, maintaining the balance? It's still highly unlikely. Or maybe a small asteroid hit, like a bullet-sized one, hit that boulder perfectly, shattering it, sending it down the hill. Maybe, and maybe the asteroid missed covering the tracks the boulder left. You see how ridiculous it gets. Gravity sent the boulder down. Well, obviously. How the gravity got that boulder moving in the first place? There's almost no answer that makes any sense that the boulder moves and leaves a trail that somehow mean the trail should also be gone. Well, the boulder is heavy and the dust is soft. It's simple. The gravity is low and still there. I probably shouldn't get into what gravity is anyway. So gravity was the culprit all along. No. Its precarious position would have destabilized long before any dust was able to settle on the slope to begin with. The boulder was there long enough for the dust to settle on the slope, long before the boulder got moving. None of it makes any sense. Anyway, so maybe it was the sun. Thermal expansion, hot and cold drafts, solar wind. Even though there is no wind, but wouldn't anything remove any trace of the trail? The sun flared, glassed the moon like it did for the Mare or the seas of the moon. Yeah, that's right. The seas of the moon are blast areas from the sun flares or outbursts. The lack of craters give it away. Anyway, it's strong enough to dislodge the boulder, but not strong enough to remove the trail again. Sure is lucky. Plus, it would have cleansed the entire area. Another long shot, but let's cover all bases. Earth-made rockets, Apollo missions, Soviet ones. All of these ones had little plume or exhaust thrust maneuvering a tiny amount enough to push it over the edge. If that's the case, maybe it was a huge alien ship that did even more heaving. Plausible, I guess. Most of the reasons for the boulder to get moving make a simple case for the trail not being there. But it is. The boulder moved and left the trail. Whatever got that boulder moving should have erased the trail. But it doesn't. It never did. So the trail, once it is made, is stuck fast forever. The boulder's mass can clearly be seen bouncing along. Bouncing because of the low gravity. Yet the trail doesn't change because you think it's a heavy gravity where the dust is stuck there. It's unchanging. No, the shaking can unsettle the dust back into low areas. Whatever metric is used, the same question and answers apply. It was strong enough to move the boulder, but not strong enough to erase the trail. And not move all the boulders all at once. It was done one at a time. Deliberately, purposefully. No avalanches, no landslips, no rock slides, just single boulders. Very selective again. Also, if you notice that the boulders are close to the same size, seemingly manageable sizes, obviously I might be wrong and they're the size of houses, but they look rather uniform in size. The boulders didn't break apart on the way down. I get it, it's weak gravity. Not enough force to break it apart. None of them look to have been shattered. All are whole and resting at the bottom of the trail or in the ditch. It's very selective, isn't it? Weird, even. Unless we think of dudes who just like to roll boulders down massive cliffs just to see it roll. And the destruction on the way down. The big splash finale. Why would intelligent beings roll boulders down a hill? The answer is because they can and they like to. Who knows? Could also have been because of the boulder's uniformity, but it's a rite of passage. Walk at the bottom and have boulders roll at you as a form of justice. If the boulder hits you, you were guilty. Most would miss, but there's always one that has your number. Never any escape. Totally splattered. Gather on the rim and be judged at the bottom by rolling boulders at you. A setting like a Roman Colosseum. There you have it. Can't think of a valid reason? Blame aliens. I wonder if there's a name for this theory. No valid reason, no explanation. Aliens. Good one. I'm not saying here that there's aliens up there who love to push boulders down slopes, but don't be surprised if somehow this is just universal dude shit through the entire galaxy. Anytime some aliens roll up, ask if they want to roll boulders down a cliff. You might get a "yeah man" as a reply. Just having fun with you. Don't ask aliens that. Best not to ask questions. Possible judgment. How that boulder got moving is a better mystery than it seems. Thanks for watching and be well.